How's it going, everyone? This is Tom, and welcome to the What's on my jailbroken iPhone video that I promised you a little while ago. Now, thanks to you guys, you hit, I think, over 800 likes on the What's on my iPhone non-jailbroken edition, so huge thank you for that, and that is the reason I've pushed on and produced this jailbreak edition. So we're going to go through all of the main packages and themes and stuff on my phone. This is my jailbroken iPhone 5, and there's a ton of things which I get asked about my iPhone and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll start off with the theme, and the theme I'm using, I actually covered it a little while ago in a iOS 6 Cydia Picks episode. However, it is FlatIcons, so this is just a winterboard theme. I think it's about $1.99 in Cydia. However, it gives you this kind of really flat interface. You can bring down Notification Center, and the weather is themed, and the whole weather app is themed itself, as you can see right there. So a very well-rounded theme. And it just looks really good and is an improvement to iOS in my opinion, or at least until, there's some people working on some excellent themes coming up like this with the whole flat style interface, which is kind of hitting the tech world by storm, which apparently is what iOS 7 is going to look like. Next up is Atom. That was all the themes we're using, so we'll start covering tweaks now. So if we just lock my device, you can see that I've got this Iron Man 3 wallpaper. This gets asked about a lot. I'll try and post a link down below to this wallpaper. So this is Atom, and you can drag your the little kind of cursor thing that is the actual nub for unlocking your phone. You can drag it over to apps, so I could open my Instagram directly from my lock screen. It would go to it just like that. So very cool on that. It's very customizable. So Atom, again, that's available in Cydia. Next up is Auxo. I don't think anyone's going to have any questions about this. It's such a well-known jailbreak tweak. But as you can see, you get a preview of the app. You get some toggles down by the side over here, just like that. So a very well-rounded tweak, very well done. That's Auxo. Next up is CleverPin. I'm not really going to show you CleverPin because you can't really illustrate it. However, it basically... I've got an eBay item ending soon. It basically is a better system for using the passcode on your iPhone. So I could be on my home Wi-Fi network, and as you can see, I unlock my device like this, and I don't require a passcode. However, when I am out and about and I'm not on my home Wi-Fi system, it requires a passcode. So when I'm at home, I don't need a passcode on because I'm at home, but that's how that one works. And it's very simple, and it's a very good idea, and that is why I use CleverPin. The next one's CustomGrid, and this is what gives me this 3 icon layout, and I get that gets asked a ton as well. So that is how I do it. It's not with Springtomize, contrary to popular belief, but that is with CustomGrid. I think it's CustomGrid version 2, but again, the the names of all of these will be down in the description. Next up is F.lux, or F.lux to be precise. And as you can see, it lets you change the color of your... Oh, it's not doing it on this actual preview, but it turns your screen yellow, kind of gives it a yellow emitting light, so that when you're in a dark environment, it's much better to look at yellow light as opposed to blue light, and that's what F.lux does. It's also a Mac app, and I use it religiously on my Mac because it's just very useful. So next up, Instasnap. So we bring down Notification Center. You see that I've got a tap to snap. I can tap that, and I go directly to the Instagram photo thing just there, as you can see, like that. So pretty self-explanatory. That's, I believe, free in Cydia. Next up is Luna. I covered Luna recently in a Cydia Picks episode. However, I'll just cover it again. Bring down Notification Center. You drag up, pull to enable Do Not Disturb, and release to disable Do Not Disturb, just like that. And you also get nocturnal banners, notification banners for your notifications. Just a very well-rounded tweak again. Let's cover NC settings whilst we're here. This is a toggle-based system for Notification Center. You can change all kinds of things like your screen brightness, your Wi-Fi, and stuff like that. There's just a lot of options and toggles. It's a toggle-based system. Very useful, especially for someone who needs to access toggles and stuff like that very quickly. Next up is Neurotech Siri. If I hold down my Siri, you can see that we have a very cool theme for Siri there. So you can see when I'm talking, it's going up and down. We'll stop that. But that is Neurotech Siri 2. Springtomize is what gives me this effect on the bottom. It also hides my carrier logo on the top. It's kind of the cover flow effect for the dock there, and it's just such a central jailbreak tweak. You need it if you're doing anything with jailbreaking your phone. So definitely check this out. I believe it's about $4.99, but it's definitely worth it as it's just so useful. You can use it for so many different things, and it combines about 50 million other jailbreak tweaks into one. Up next, Swipeselection. So let's try and just go on a note here. Where are we? Just go into my notes app. We'll just create a new note there. So we can say that if we just typed out this, as you can see, you can swipe your finger across the keyboard like this. As you can see, my finger's going off to shift and then going over to shift again. So I'm swiping back and forward on my keyboard, and you can see that it moves according to, the cursor moves according to how far my finger moves. So it's just very useful. It's a much better way of scrolling on your device. Next we have Velox. This is very interesting, and it's an enormous jailbreak tweak, and I'm not going to cover it all in one video. However, I will link a post on Jailbreak Nation where we covered it in more detail. So you can swipe up and you can actually see your notifications for a particular thing. It's a notification management system is what I'd describe it as, and it's just very useful. There's a lot which you can do with it. So for example, there you can bring up the Twitter, as you can see. It's a very all-inclusive jailbreak tweak, and one I would definitely recommend. And then finally we have Zephyr, which lets me invoke a notification center. Not notification center, but lets you invoke the app switcher by swiping up from the screen, and it gives you this very cool effect when you're pushing down, as opposed to the standard like wrap over that the notification center has. You can also switch between apps using just your fingers. So yes, that is Zephyr. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely go ahead and give it a like. If we get to like 500, that would be amazing. However, if you enjoyed, give it a like, and if not, don't give it a dislike, or you can if you want, you know. Constructive criticism, if you have any, definitely leave some below. I only filmed it like this because it's a lot quicker when you're doing a long video and you've got a lot to cover. It's not a normal style, don't worry, the normal style is not going anywhere. However, this was just a little bit more simple for this one. Anyway guys, I will catch you in the next one.